Today I continue learning another clip from friend Rachel Sexy book. In the book, Joey unexpectedly discover that Rachel is reading a sex book, and he keeps making fun of her. Like he keeps saying some lies in the book, uh, and but finally Rachel said, "Okay, I want to do it with you," and Joey becomes scared about that. So let's dive into the clip and learn. Sweeping. Why does it turn you on? Joey is sweeping the floor with a broom that is removing the excess dust from it. Now, if you say that someone swept something under the rug, it means they hid something unpleasant to keep it as a secret. Another idiom with this verb is to sweep someone off their feet. Sweep someone off their feet. Which means to make someone fall completely in love with you or to shock them in a positive way emotionally. Hey, Wei, what are you doing? You should sweep me off my feet. Out the window and don a robe onto your valiant steed. How turned on you are right now. What if I was sweeping a chimney? Joy, did you eat my face cream? The question, did you eat my face cream, is a funny way to ask, are you high? You can use that when you want to communicate that what the other person is saying doesn't make sense. Where are you going? The vicar won't be home for hours. Vicar is an Anglican priest who is in charge of a church and the district around it called a parish. The vicar won't be home for hours. Where do you think Zelda? If you remember the opening scene from today's lesson, in Rachel's book, Joy is coding the book to see if Rachel figures out that he has read it. Joy, where did you learn that word? Where did you learn that word? The first D in the word teeth is pronounced as a flap T. With it. Then the final D in teeth connects to the word you with a true sound. With it too. Then the final T in the word that is pronounced as a stop T. That. So we have, where did you learn that word? Where did you learn that word? Where did you learn that word? I'm not ashamed of my book. There's nothing wrong with a woman enjoying a little erotica. Let's see how to pronounce this word. Erotica. 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 There's nothing wrong with a woman enjoying a little erotica. Rachel is referring to her book as erotica. This is what we call books. Art are images that are intended to cause sexual excitement. However, there's a difference between erotica and pornography. Erotica, on the other hand, has more artistic aspirations. It also plays with aesthetics, smell, looks, context, beauty. There's also another word in English, erotic. Erotic. Erratic, 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 erratic. Anything that is related to sexual desire and pleasure is called erotic. So in both erotica and porn, there are erotic scenes and images. Got it? How should it be said with correct grammar? You have got porn, like a goalie, right? Goalie is an informal way to refer to a goalkeeper or goaltender. You keep making these stupid jokes and sleazy immunidus. Okay, how to pronounce it? Sleazy. 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 Innuendos. Innuendos. INNUNDO. Innuendo. 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 Innuendos. 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 If something is gone sleazy, it is dirty, immoral, and not socially acceptable, especially related to moral or sexual manners. You can also call a person sleazy. In that case, you mean that this person acts with a low moral standard. When talking about people, this word is also associated with lying. Innuendo, innuendo. Let's see. Innuendo, innuendo, innuendo. Innuendo is when you refer to or suggest something sexual without talking about it directly, which is exactly what Joey has been doing throughout the entire episode. Maybe I could make it up to you by taking you roughly in the barn. When you say to someone, I make it up to you mean that you will do something nice for this person because you did something to upset them earlier. Something rough is hard, unpleasant, or even violent. However, in the context of sex, this word is commonly used with the phrase to like it rough. If a person says, I like it rough, this person is saying that he or she enjoys sex that is more vigorous or energetic. When Joey says that he will take Rachel roughly in the barn, he means that he will have sex with her in a vigorous way. He's obviously talking and making fun of the book Rachel has been reading. You can see barns on farms. There are buildings designed to stock grain, hay, or even livestock. This is probably another reference to a scene from Rachel's book. You want to do it? Let's do it. First of all, she chops the auxiliary verb do at the beginning. The correct way would be, do you want to do it? Then we can hear the common reduction that happens with the words want to. As you probably know, natives say want a lot of the time. Finally, the final T in it is pronounced as a stop T, meaning that the T is not fully pronounced and there is an abrupt stop in the airflow. You want to do it? When we put it all together, we have, you want to do it? That's right. I want to do it with you. In this context, I want to do it with you means I want to have sex with you. Do it is a common way to say to have sex. Not only did we go out, we did it 298 times. The phrase to do it can be used in other situations, so it's really important that you pay attention to the context. Come on, Joey, set me up. If you set something up, you make it more interesting and exciting. They are trying to make the program more modern, set it up. To set someone up is slang for to have sex with someone. When Rachel says this to Joey, she is jokingly inviting him to have sex. But I keep that helmet on because you are in for a rough ride. We use the phrase to be in for something to anticipate that something will happen, usually something unpleasant or undesirable. However, we also have a common expression that has a more positive connotation to be in for a treat. If you say to someone you are in for a treat, you know that the person is going to enjoy what will happen next. Welcome guests, you are in for a treat. Okay, that's it.